Maxine from Sport and Wellbeing. So what I want to do with you today is a really nice stretch class. I've got 9 stretch exercises to do, and I'm going to teach them as one flowing class. So the transition moves will be a little bit of Pilates put in there so it balances quite nicely. That's the theory. Hopefully it will work. So predominantly we will be on the floor, so you will need a mat, and you will need a little bit of space around you so you don't kick anything, okay? And if there is anything that I do today where you just think it doesn't feel right, then leave it alone, all right? Join back in when you can, put something in that you know, or if you don't want to put anything in at all, just enjoy the music and just lay there and just chill out for a little while. So if you're ready, I'm going to teach a Pilates warm-up, and then we're going to do 2 standing exercises as part of my sequence, and then we'll do a transition to the floor after the second exercise for stretching out the hips. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of music on, and then we're going to start. So I want you just to stand, and I'm standing away from my mat. So put your feet underneath your hips, and I want you to lengthen your spine. I want you to draw your tailbone towards the floor. So that doesn't mean pushing it right under, it just means to feel that the tailbone is heavy and it's being drawn down to the floor, and the crown of the head towards the ceiling. I'd like you to feel as if your hip bones are sliding together, so you draw your belly button towards your spine, and then you'll get those 2 points coming in together. Now take a nice breath in, have a little look up there, and then as you breathe out, push those palms down to the floor. And again, I want you to draw those 2 hip bones together. I want you to do palms up, draw in, look up to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, sweep down to the floor. Let's do 2 more of those. Take that full breath in, draw those hip bones together by tightening up that belly button. Look up there, and then push that air all the way down to the floor. Get those shoulders away from the ears. One more time, draw in, and then push away. Now take one arm, do a little sweep of a rainbow over the top, and then inhale back in. Draw the rainbow round the other way, breathe out, and breathe in. Give me 2 more, so I'm just warming up through the waist. We're taking the spine to one side. 1 more. Come back into centre. Now I want you to round those shoulders, tuck that head in, make that a lovely hug position, and then open that chest wide. Round into the upper back, hug, and then open wide. 2 more, into that C shape. So you gain your opening, draw the rib cage down. Now tuck the head in, pull in the belly button, and then open and draw the ribs down. Sweep those arms up into an arc. Pull those elbows down towards the hips. Sweep those arms up to that lovely arc shape, and then draw those elbows back down. 2 more times. I want you to feel those shoulder blades drawing down the spine. 1 more. Draw those shoulder blades down the spine. Now tuck that chin in. I'll go sideways so you see. Now be careful not to do that. I want you to roll down your spine. Draw in your belly button. Keep those knees apart. Suck that belly button in, and then lift up and stack that spine, head, shoulders, lengthen. And again, give me that lovely forward flexion of the spine, rolling down. Imagine we're just going to pick something up. Zip that belly button in, roll all the way back up. Shoulders down, spine tall. Give me one more. Here we go. Pull in that belly button, roll down. Excellent. Come back up, scoop up all the way. Bring those shoulders up by those ears. Take a full sweep to the floor. Bend those knees and lift. A full sweep to the floor. I'll go sideways so you can see. 2 more. 1 more time. Beautiful. Come around. Take a step into a squat. Breathe out, squat down. Breathe in, come back. I'm just going to move back a little bit. Breathe out, squat down. Breathe in, come back. 2 more. So your weight goes through your heels. You send those knees so they track out towards those toes. Now this is the last one. Hold it there. Pull that belly button in. Let's get some mobility into these hips. So you breathe in and out. You go for a little sway side to side. Keep those feet flat to the floor. Be careful not to roll forward. Come center, push up, lengthen. Come back down into a squat. Here we go. A wide plie squat, push back up. Squeeze that bottom. 2 more. And this next one, stay down. Put your hands on your thighs. Scoop up that belly button. Be careful not to forward. Go forward, stay side to side. Working through that hip mobility. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Come into center. Push. Come up. Bring those hands down. Lovely. Now I want you to come across into a lunge. So we come across to a lunge here. Just check that that knee doesn't go over that toe. Come up here, come around, look up. Get that lovely stretch through that centre, through that waist. Come into the centre and then take a lovely lunge out to this side. Just check that this knee doesn't go over that toe. So you can open through the inside legs, hold it there. Excellent. I want to work a little bit deeper if that feels okay now. So we are staying down, we're coming across, we're putting both hands in on the inside. That's a bit hard because I'm trying to look up at you. So I want you to pull your tummy in. Now I want you to take away the outside arm, look out to that corner, come back, walk across to the other one, both hands down if you can. If not, go back to that original one we did. The outside arm, look out to that corner of the room. Come back into centre. Now bend both knees. Take both knees and sit down a little bit more. Inside leg, hold there, open back and shoulders. Draw that belly in. Now I'm just going to look at you. Well done. Tuck that head in, come up. Bring those toes in so it makes it more comfortable. And then roll it up. Now I'm just going to turn sideways. Take that transition, rolling down through the spine. Walking out onto the hands. Hands come under shoulders. Go onto your tiptoe. Lift, hold it there. Push back. Walk those hands back. Scoop up that belly button. Lengthen. Come up to a nice standing position. Roll those shoulders down that spine. And again, going into the roll down. Drawing in that belly button. Be careful not to push the hips back. Walking forward. Bring those hands under those shoulders on your tiptoe. Lift the crown of the head. Stay lovely and strong in that plank position. One more time. press the hips back, walk those hands back, lengthen through those legs, bend those knees if you need it, scoop in that belly button, roll up to standing, bring those shoulders down away from your ears. Now this time we're not going to come back, we're going to stay there. So when you feel ready, engage that belly button, roll down, walk through those hands. Bring those hands underneath those shoulders, hold your high plank position on your tiptoe. Breathe, shoulders wide apart, belly button pulling in. Then we're going to come down with one knee, two knees. Open into a V shape with your knees, slide back. I want to go into that lovely prayer stretch. Head down in between those elbows. Get that lovely lengthening through the back. And then come through so you're facing me on your side with your knees and your feet stacked one on top of the other. Both arms out in front of you. Hold them there. Now you're going to keep this hip nice and still. We're going to make a rainbow above our head with our hand that's here at the top. So you're going to start to trace your rainbow. You're going to follow it with your head, but you're going to keep your hips still. Go as far as you can find you can go. Make sure it still feels okay. And then I want you to bring that rainbow all the way back. Hold it there. And again, as you breathe out, trace the rainbow above your head. Keep that hip still for me. And then bring that rainbow all the way back around. Lovely. Third time. Breathe out, trace the rainbow. Keep that hip still. Oh. Bring that rainbow all the way back around. We will do the other side in a moment. Come onto your tummy. And I want you to lengthen out your arms in front. Lengthen out your legs behind. Get those shoulders down away from those ears. Take a breath in. Lift the arms, breathe out. Then pull those arms back. Take them forward. The head stays down. Pull back and forward. Two more. And one more. Now come through and lift up onto those elbows. Lengthen the crown of that head. Pull up from the belly button. Now bring one heel to bottom. Take it down. Bring the other heel to the bottom. Take it down. Give me two more with these lovely little heel kicks. Give me four more. Keep those hips down for me. Stay looking into your mat. You're curling your heel to your bottom. And our last two. And our last one. Now come down onto that tummy. Take one arm in front. Bring that hand to foot. And then ease those hips into the floor while you bring your heel to your bottom. We need to open out the front of your leg, the quadricep muscles at the front. Now squeeze that bottom and release. Change hands, come through, heel to bottom, squeeze your bottom. And release. Come up into a lovely hands and knees position. Walk those knees in. Relax those feet and take that lovely cat stretch to the ceiling. So we've opened up our spine. Now can you remember the rainbow? Come onto your side. Knees and ankles stacked, both arms out in front. Now this hip is what's going to stay really still. Now take your rainbow, draw above your head and around. Hold it there when you can't go any further. Come all the way back round. There's one. And again, draw that beautiful rainbow, draw that belly button in, keep that hip still, don't roll back on your bum. So you've opened up that shoulder, opened up around the waist, give me one more. Come all the way back. Hold it there. Now from here, bring those arms in. I want you to come round and we're going to do something that we call a pigeon. So as you come through onto your knees, I want you to bring your right leg through. Lay that left leg down with the foot relaxed. I want you to stretch through that right side of that bottom. Now if this is a problem with your knees, don't do this one. Take a little breather. Maybe just do a little sitting position where you're practicing engaging in through the core. So I want you to sit through that right side of that bottom. And then with these hands, point them forward. You're going to exhale down into a tricep for the back of the arms. And then you're going to inhale back up. And again, exhale, go down. Inhale, come back up. And one more time, exhale, go down. Stay there, take a breath in. Exhale, go arms forward. Hold. 2 breaths here. Keep that belly tight. Come all the way back in. Now you're going to push into a high plank. So we're going to go right leg through the back. Lift those toes off the floor. Lift those knees. And extend those legs into plank. Please stay with knees down if you do prefer. Now bring that left leg through. Lay that right leg down. Exhale, triceps. Chest down. Inhale, lift here. And again. Stretching out that left side of that bottom. Give me one more, go down. Hold, take a breath in. Exhale, go forward and down. Breathe in and out for 2. Hold that belly in. Bring those hands in. Slide that left leg back. Here we go, toes under. Pop those knees off the floor and hold. Brilliant, everybody. So I'm going to come down now. So I'm going to face you. Bring those knees down. Bring that right leg through. See the toe before the knee and take this hip into the floor. Let me go at a diagonal because you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Hold it there. So I'm going to open up these hip flexors. We're going to lift up and we're going to look up. Now don't compromise in the back, pull up through the tummy. Now we're going to come down. We're going to put our hands on the floor. We're going to tuck that back toe under. And we're going to lift this back knee off the floor. bring this hand inside this foot. Take away the same arm as you've got your leg behind. So my right leg is behind, my right arm is going up. You turn that torso, open it up through that torso. And we're going to bring that right hand down. Bring that left hand back. Now can you step back to high plank? Don't worry if you can't, just step back onto your knees. Breathe in and out. Now I'm going to come back into a prayer stretch. One knee down, two knees down. I haven't opened the knees this time. Keep the knees in parallel and take that chest down if those knees will allow it. Don't worry if they don't. Right, everybody, come through. Let's do the other side. So see the toe first, then the knee. There goes that bottom. Squeeze it. Up go those hands. Lift through that chest. Don't compromise this lower back foot. Pull in the tummy. We're coming through. We're going back, toe under. We're lifting that back knee off the floor if that feels okay. You keep that belly button pulling in. You bring this hand inside this foot. That will allow you to open up that other arm towards the ceiling. So we've opened that torso, opened up through that shoulder, through the chest. We come back. We take that hand back. We step back to high plank. Shoulders lifted, nice and wide across that back. We bring those knees down. I'm coming back, so I'm here. Sit back into prayer. I'm going to go into a downward dog and then we'll be there. So as you come through, tuck those toes under. I want you to put your bottom on the ceiling. Take that head inside those elbows. And I want you to get those heels somewhere near the floor if that's possible. Please don't worry if it's not. You can keep those legs bent if you need to. Come back. Bring those knees to the floor. Take a little release. Come back to a child's pose. Head on the floor. Hold those toes. Relax those shoulders. Take a lovely breath in and out while you're resting. So come through again for me. Tuck those toes under as you exhale, bottom on the ceiling. Press back, lengthen. If you feel you want to, remove one leg. Make sure you have the room. Switch, other one. Then walk those hands in. Oh! Roll up. And I just want to do a little bit of standing work with you. Well done. Now I've been doing a lot of walking and I'm finding that just here, I'm getting very tight. So just where the ankle bends, so that's an area we're going to stretch out. So I would like you to take one foot behind the other, go onto the toes, and then I want you to open up that area and press it into the floor. Now while you're doing that, take a breath in and out. And again, take a breath in and out. Beautiful. Step back into parallel. Come up onto your toes. I want you to lift through the calves. That's the back of the legs, very low down. Come around and down. And take the other leg, step behind. Tuck your toes under, so you've got like a lovely pointed toe. And then you're pressing out through this front of the shin here into the floor. Take a breath in, stay tall. Now see if you can connect with your pelvic floor muscle. Pull out through that belly button. If you can't, pelvic floor or belly button. So it's either zip and lift or pull the belly into the spine. Come centre. Now there's one more balance I want you to try to do today. And let's cross one leg over. Let the knee open out. Now hold these hips. Now imagine there's a chair behind you. Give me your hands, hold the back of the chair and sit down. Now if I just give it a little wiggle here, you'll be able to see it better. Good. So you've opened up all around the bottom, outside hips. Come up, come back into parallel. We're going to change legs. We're just going to open, keep your balance, pull that belly in, keep that chest lifted. There is the back of the chair, you're holding it. You can hold a real chair if you want to. Sit down and hold that balance. Come up, lift up, come around and down. Now all we've got to do is take a breath in here, look up. Like we did in the warm-up, push those palms away. Now I want you to look down. Feet in parallel. Look up again, squeeze through the belly. Breathe out, look down. Hold it there, take those shoulders up, roll those shoulders down. Wave over the top of the head, come back. Give me a wave over the top of the head and back. Take those hands, breathe in. Take your bow, breathe out. Well done, fantastic. Any questions, any comments? Drop them down into the drop down area. I'll get back to you. Enjoy the rest of the day and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.